So Turkey is going through harsh times these days. Now joining us to go more in-depth to our foreign minister's trip is Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs Research Fellow and journalist, Yoni Ben Menachem. Yoni, I definitely want to ask about the timing of this trip. Eli Cohen expressed his condolences and all, but there was much more on to the visit. How much is Erdogan even focused on anything else but getting his country to stand on its feet now?
Well, as you know, any visit of an Israeli foreign minister in the Middle East has a political importance. And of course, the visit of Foreign Minister Eli Cohen in Turkey and his meeting with President Erdogan is very significant to continue to build a relation with Turkey. We had almost a decade that the relationship between Israel and Turkey were not good at all because of the extreme positions of President Erdogan towards Israel and his continuous attacks on Israel. Now there is a new age. We hope it will be a golden age of the relationship between the two countries, and Israel made a very important move when it sent a big delegation to assist, to give aid to Turkey after the disaster of the earthquake that caused thousands of victims, and Turkey really needed help from every direction, which is possible, and Israel was the first, I think, to offer such a help. And of course, the Turkish people cannot ignore such a gesture from Israel. It's not the first time that Israel is helping Turkey in earthquakes. It was, I think, also in 1999. In 1999, and of course, President Erdogan had to express the appreciation of the Turkish people to the Israeli gesture.
You're saying golden age. Why now? What does this mean for further relations between Israel and Turkey?
Well, we know that President Erdogan is the one who initiated the new romance between Israel and Turkey after there was a decade of bad relationship between the two countries. Of course, he's a very extreme Muslim. He doesn't do it because of love to Israel. He has his own interests, especially economic interest and geopolitical interest. And but Israel accepted his hand and also agreed to a rapprochement in the relationship with Turkey. We hope it will continue, and because the behavior of President Erdogan cannot be expected. He is very emotional and very hostile whenever there are some problems between Israel and the Palestinians. He used to go out and attack Israel very strongly all over the world and all over the media. So we hope that will change his behavior. Of course, the sticking problem between Israel and Turkey is the branch of the military wing of Hamas in Istanbul, which is operating and directing terror attacks in the West Bank against Israelis. Israel have asked for more than a decade, demanded from President Erdogan to close down these offices, but he refuses until this very moment. So I think this was also one of the major topics between the Foreign Minister Eli Cohen and President Erdogan.
Well, that's good news. And well, if Erdogan was able to be focused enough in this meeting, some of the subjects raised in the meeting were the Israeli captives, Iran. What message came out of this meeting? Any promises?
Well, you know, you have to take everything you have to relate very carefully to Erdogan. As I said, he's not expected. Now he's behaving in a certain way. He might change the next day. I don't think that anything substantial came out of this meeting. And we'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure that the Foreign Minister Eli Cohen demanded again from the Turkish president to close down the offices of the military wing of Hamas in Istanbul.
Yoni, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.